For someone who's got a disability who's actually made it through the World Games, for me to represent Great Britain is just a massive achievement for myself.
Oh, absolutely proud, I mean really proud. I mean, what mum wouldn't be, hey?
Hi, my name is Adrian Harper. I'm 26. How I feel about basketball, it's about being a team and to support each other. It also makes me feel good.
My name's Carol Harper and I'm mum of Adrian Harper, who's off to the World Special Olympic Games, Abu Dhabi.
Special Olympics is where people who got a disability join up. It's about showing the outside people with disabilities who play all these different sports, basketball, football, and just by seeing all of these sports with people with disabilities who actually do this game because of Special Olympics, by showing that we can be as good as people who are neurotypical who do the main Olympics.
He's transformed so much since he was younger. He wasn't diagnosed specifically with autism until he was about 11, but it was very hard work when he was younger, not his own fault, quite challenging behaviours, setting his own routines, things had to be done certain ways, very rigid, but happy as well, a happy child with it, yeah. When Adrian was younger, he hated sport, absolutely hated it, and the main reason was anything outside he hated because there's not a lot of him and he really feels the cold, and he used to deliberately leave his PE kit behind so that he'd get out of doing any sports at all, and then he'd have detention, have to stay in, which suited him perfectly well because that's what, you know, that was his goal. No, he started coming along doing basketball about just under 3 years ago now. It's changed him in loads of ways.
I think what's important for everyone in the whole world is that, for especially with people who are neurotypical who does main sports, is that don't force us to be in your way, because we will never be able to process the way you do. But I think what's important is that everyone in the whole world needs to look into our perspective and see that that our disabilities, that if you reach halfway in, we will always be able to meet halfway out.
When he sets his mind to things, as with lots of people on the autistic spectrum, he gives it 100%, you know, it's his focus. We only have a small garden, but he has a full-size basketball net post thing in the back garden, you know, to practice in between. So yeah, and with his confidence as well, really helped confidence. I mean, it is a huge achievement to be the only male in Cornwall, you know, to make it through. It's taught him so much in subtle ways that he's not even aware of, like turn taking, like being mindful of each other, respectful of each other, and what have you. So yeah.
With Special Olympics, yes, we may not have a physical disability or amputation, but what we're showing is that we can be the best in any other sport and in any other World Games. What I've learned with my autism is that we can get to the same line as everyone else.
There was a Special Olympics club that met here once a month, and people can try different sports and see if anything suited them. So he just came along one Saturday and tried a few things, but it was the basketball that he well and truly got hold of and hasn't put down since. He's had to learn what neurotypical people take for granted. He gets there in the end, but it takes him longer. With basketball, because it's a team sport, it's so much more to have to work with. It's not just about putting the ball in the hoop. You have to be mindful of other people. So lots of challenges mentally for him as well, yeah.
The team that I'm going with is a family team. We support each other, we look out for each other and have fun. But overall, I'm excited to see my teammates and just can't wait to have banters with them and just basically have fun and chill out. It's something which I don't just want to win the game for myself. I think we're not just winning for one sport, we're winning for multiple sports, and just see it as a massive achievement for everyone, not just me, but everyone in different countries.
Oh, absolutely proud. I mean, really proud. I mean, what mum wouldn't be, hey? We've got a large extended family and we're all like, yeah, really excited. And myself and my daughter are going over to Abu Dhabi as well to watch. So to support them, so that'd be great.
With Special Olympics, it can mean so many different things in everyone's individual views. I think at the end of the day, Special Olympics World Games is about embracing each and every individual, and we should support everyone in the sports and be just one massive family. It was very challenging when we went against USA's in the finals, because every time we were playing hard, the USA team would play harder. Because of that, they pushed us to play harder as well. And when we won against USA, for me it was an emotional relief, because all the hard work which me and the rest of my team, the fact that we put so much effort in the final against USA, the best moment of my team, I would say that supporting my teammates, being there for them, praising them for doing really well, and at the same time they're like a family to me. So you know, we look out for each other, and we have banters as well, and that's what's really good about our team. Having an expectation to win a gold, sometimes that could give you a bit of false hope. So for me, I think what made us win a gold unexpectedly was purely down to putting in 110% effort, and when we actually won it, all of us on our team, we just celebrated a win. We changed history as well, because it was the first time that the USA actually lost against GB, and they never lost in history of basketball, especially in the World Games. I'll probably thank the head coaches from Special Olympics World Games. They were lovely coaches, and for me they weren't just coaches, they were also a part of the team's family. I'm just glad and thankful that they gave me the opportunity to represent Great Britain. I will definitely carry on doing basketball and to pass on the knowledge of what I've learned. Part of me didn't want it to stop, because I enjoyed it that much. I wish that the World Games would run longer. So the fact that we changed history and also won a gold medal as a team is very rewarding, and yeah, just exciting really. My name is Adrian Harper, and this is my journey to Special Olympics.